Stop manually configuring automating documentation. There is a better way. Every technical leader faces the same nightmare, the boss factor. You have brilliant engineers holding critical knowledge in their heads, creating a massive operational bottleneck. When processes are manual and undocumented, your team isn't building assets. They're constantly fighting fires. It leads to confusion, inefficiency, and a fragile ecosystem where one person's absence can stall an entire department. But here's the thing. The traditional solution, asking them to write it all down, is actually a strategic trap. See, the moment you force a high performer to stop coding and start drafting manuals, you lose twice. First, you lose their productivity. Second, in a fast-paced environment, that documentation is obsolete before the ink dries. In this specific case, manual attempts led to outdated guides that frustrated support staff and confused users even more. We call this documentation decay. It burns capital and morale. So, how do we capture that tribal wisdom without the crushing administrative burden? The breakthrough comes when we pivot from creation to capture. Instead of forcing the engineer to become a technical writer, we simply leverage the verbal explanations they were already giving. By treating every onboarding call and support explanation as a raw data stream, we utilize generative intelligence to transcribe, structure, and format that speech into polished guides. We aren't writing, we are assetizing the spoken word. And the speed at which this transforms the workflow is staggering. Let's look at the numbers, because this is where the ROI becomes undeniable. By automating the transcription and formatting of these verbal dumps, this engineer generated 47 complete guides. The time investment? Less than 8 minutes per guide. We replaced hours of agonizing drafting with minutes of editing. It turned a months-long project into an afternoon task. But generating the content is only half the battle. The real victory lies in the downstream impact on the customer experience. The ripple effect was immediate. Operations didn't just get faster, they got smarter. We saw a massive 60% reduction in support tickets because users finally had accurate self-service resources. Customer satisfaction scores spiked, and the engineering talent was freed up to solve new problems rather than answering the same old questions. The takeaway is clear. Stop treating documentation as a chore and start treating it as an automated byproduct of your expertise. Thanks for watching. If you want to automate this workflow in your business, let's connect. Keep building.